My name is Sivan Kapadia, and we are the students of final year chemical engineering, SROF SR Rotary Institute of Chemical Technology. Our final year project ID is 125373, and the topic of our today's presentation is design various operational module for skill matrix. Our project is guided by Mr. Chintan Modi, who is the faculty head in chemical engineering. Will explain.
Generally, skill mapping is done to examine or study the skills and the levels of the employees so that the any gaps between the employee skills and skill required for their job levels can be identified and according that training can be done. In introduction, we have basics of skill matrix. Skill matrix is one kind of database which have record of each employee that what type of work he can do and at what rating they can do. As over the time, development in industries are done. So parallelly, it is necessary to enhance the skills of employees for better efficiency. So our main aim was to develop the modules to narrow down skill gaps by designing these modules. Our objective is to relate our theoretical knowledge with operations performing in industries and to learn advanced technology and new operations.
There are four levels of employees. So first one is the learner, second practitioner, third developer, and fourth one is the coach. The first learner is basically beginners. Second one is the practitioner. Is this practitioner having basic working knowledge about the reference operation which actually perform. Third one is the developer which work independently on work area. Fourth one is the coach which is expert who can train another. This is the methodology for our project, in which first step is to study to decide what are the different content that we have added into our module, and second step is the preparation of the module in which contain a different operation which are actually in use. And third step is the for we have already done a study about this operation, and then we make a list about the what are the different operation, what are the data involved in this, what are the different equipment which are used for performing this operation. And then after designing the module, and then after this module which sent to the operation expert, which and then after discussing with the operation expert, and then they suggest some correction about the module, so we can, as per the suggestion, we improve our module. We continue.
Thanks, Rohan. This is the list of operation on which modules are designed. So there are 14 modules which are designed by our team. The first module is granulation, osmosis, sieving, drying, crystallization, distillation, absorption, filtration, extraction, wastewater treatment, evaporators, reaction kinetics in reactors. Now I am giving one example of our distillation module. The contents are introduction, distillation setup, terminology, and different types of distillation. Next. This is the introduction of distillation, in which I include what, why, and when. So generally, when boiling point of feed is different, we can use distillation separation process, and the driving force is relative volatility. We include the information about relative volatility, which is the driving force of distillation. This is the advantage and disadvantage of distillation setup, like easy to implement and the degree of separation is higher and etc. So if Q is greater than 1, it is identified by subcool liquid, and the another types of feed is saturated liquid, liquid plus vapor, subcool, saturated vapor, and etc. The what is Q value? So Q value is the fraction of liquid present in the feed. Important terminology which is used in distillation, which is reflux ratio. So R is equal to L by D, which is liquid return plus divided by distillate withdraw. And there are generally three types of reflux ratio: total reflux, minimum reflux, and optimum reflux. So based on the fixed cost and operating cost value, we can optimize the optimum reflux ratio. This is the general difference of reboiler duty and condenser duty. And our team include basic information about condenser and reboiler. If feed contain more than two components, then we can go for multi-component distillation. So this is the general method for multi-component distillation, in which we have to select first of all key component like light key component and heavy key component. General formula of to determine the preferable sequence called the Thompson and King equation. Next. The main is to how can we design the distillation column. So there are certain steps to design the distillation column. So first of all, we have to separate the component. So we have to determine the degree of separation, and after that we have to identify the tray column or pack column required. And the next step is and the last step is we have to design the internal of distillation column. Next. There are six types of mainly distillation: simple versus fractional distillation, and the main type which is used in industry is vacuum distillation. The others are steam distillation, azeotropic distillation, and extractive distillation. Next is vacuum distillation. This is the general video of vacuum distillation in principle. Next. How can we create vacuum in the distillation column? So based on these two equipment like steam jet vacuum ejector and liquid vacuum ring pump, based on that we can create the vacuum in distillation.
We analyze the knowledge of employers and students who see the modules, in which we distribute four colors. For learners, it red, practitioners is skin color, developers are green, and coach are blue. From this knowledge we get from project, we conclude that we see our design module can be used in industrial employers and students. We use advanced techniques so employers and study students can gain knowledge of that technology that time work on from for better uh, attractive and easy to learn. We use images and videos. After this we present our presentation to expert from operation unit operation experts. They give us positive feedback.
Thank you.